Hello, everyone. What's up, Music V22? Um, let's just make sure everything works. It appears to. How am I? I am doing somewhat fine. I am tired, but I don't care. We're gonna do Zodiac. And, yeah, I got 79 yesterday. Which is a sign that we should keep going with this level. And, yes. Okay. Uh, so yeah, we're gonna do Zodiac today. Um, valid NLEX crash out. I agree. Fuck NLEX. Oh, stupid. I really hope we don't do that. Yeah, music's kinda loud. Let me fix that in a... that should fix it. We can hear the clicks now. Well, you shouldn't... It really doesn't matter if you hear the clicks or not, because the clicks are recorded by a separate microphone. So that... Honestly, that shouldn't be in the stream. But, you know, microphones aren't perfect, so... yeah, um... let me just increase the quality here a bit. And... yeah. Here's to a good session, hopefully. Really hope we can beat this tonight. That'd be really nice. Not gonna demand it, but it would be nice. And I've literally just been... Before I started streaming, I was just playing from 38, so I think we're ready to go. Crap. It was bound to happen. If I fluke NLEX, you will tell everyone I know in your entire life to subscribe to me. That'd be cool. I want to fluke NLEX as well, so don't you worry. I'll probably die to NLEX. I won't even be too mad. Because I probably will be mad, but... Because that's just the kind of shit that happens. Just don't get 99. If I get 99, I think I quit living. But I mean... It happens. Shit. I haven't played from zero today, so that's why I'm gonna be a bit rusty for a bit. Am I enjoying this level? What's up, Cobalt? It's complicated because I don't mind playing Zodiac that much. I don't mind the level really, but I am a bit disappointed in... And if I'd chosen today, I probably wouldn't have picked to do Zodiac. And the reason is it's not all that hard. Like, it's not, you know, it's not really gonna make me better at the game. You know, all it's gonna do is allow me to get a fancier, hardest demon title, I guess. And it's kind of demotivating, actually, that Pointercrate nuked this level, because it's worth even less to me now. Like, when I started this level, it was like top 100. Now it's like, you know, basically where Renevant was when I beat that. But it's fine, because we're going to do a cooler demon after this one. I need to move closer to the thing, because that was not particularly ergonomic. I don't know, I don't mind playing this level that much. But of course, if I do die to NLEX and stuff, I will probably get mad. But being able to say that you've beaten Zodiac is kind of a nice title, so... Crap. Every single message I've sent in the past 3 minutes has been flagged. Let's go. I'm not in control of what YouTube is flagging. I'm sorry. I don't know how to fix that, actually. YouTube's just kind of crap sometimes. That has happened to me as well. When I've been watching some streams. So, yeah, it just kind of happens. Unless you're like a famous YouTuber or something and you're on a stream. I'm still kind of in my beating levels faster improvement type of arc, so I'm stuck in tier 34. No, 24. Well, you know, that's alright. You know, I was stuck on tier 24 for like 5 years. Like, it doesn't matter. just enjoy the game. Because ultimately, like, this is a video game. So it doesn't have to be all that serious. Crap. I'm gonna beat Bloodbath and have something harder that that I have progress on. Good luck in Bloodbath. And good luck on whatever that harder level is. You have decent progress on Wasseretta and Digital Descent. Those are good levels. Crap. Shit. Well, it's only the beginning, so I'm not gonna be too mad. Okay. Best today is actually that's something we should add. Let's add a best today. 72%. Why is that like that? Oh, it's hidden. There we go. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Did you guys see like the weird thing that happened? I don't know what the hell happened, but It's hard to describe, but like, I did a part in like a way where I should have died, but I just didn't die somehow. Currently making excuses for dying at 72. No, go back in the recording actually, and you'll see, cause like that I need to check that out because that was cool. Just a little bit. Yeah, yeah. I landed on like the block. I landed on like the um thing. Like there was a spike on that block, right? But I landed like on the edge. That's interesting. But yeah, 72 is a shit place to die. But I don't know, I was nervous. 72 this early is mad. Well, I mean, as soon as you get past like samifying, you can get far. Because I am pretty good at TMN gaming now. So TMN gaming is a very skill-based part. It's not, you know, terrible. So if you actually play the game properly, you can get past TMN. Really? Oh, that's so stupid, man. Really? I fucking walked off the block, man. TMN is, in my opinion, the hardest part of Zodiac. I would say WDEF. I would say the hardest part is, I don't know. I don't think there's a hardest part. I think the hardest part is like actually getting far. like, um, like the early parts aren't hard. All of the parts past TMN are hard because you're nervous, right? So, um, the hardest level I have progress on are Western Red and Sonic Wave, small runs. I feel like Wasser got me so much better at the game because I was able to beat a new hardest in only 12k attempts, 4k Witch World. Yeah, it's not bad. You know, you don't get very good at the game if you play levels that are like only within your skill range. Like, you really want to play something that pushes your skill range a bit. Which is exactly what I'm not doing by playing Zodiac, but anyway. Crap. I should not be dying there. Man, I'm so good at fucking... I forgot who even made that part. Shock. Yeah, don't worry about attempts on new hardest. I mean, there's also the thing to consider being that some levels take more attempts. And that depends on their length and how compressed the difficulty is and such. I mean, I have on Zodiac right now, I have like 1,800 plus 1,500. So like less than 3K, but no, more than 3K. I'm stupid. Still, less than 4K, I mean, and you know, on Renevant, I spent 22K. So, I don't know, don't worry about attempts. Crap. A level on average takes me around 10K attempts. My hardest took me 32K. I have no average, or well, obviously I have an average, but like the easiest extreme demons take me like 300 attempts, and the hardest ones takes, well, the hardest one is this one, and we'll see how long that one takes. But like my span is like between 300 attempts and like, you know, 22K, which is my max right now. I've never gone above 22K. I got a decent lag spike, which is not good. Though I am glad that um I have my lag situation mostly sorted out now. It's still a bit laggy at times, but it's like I'm at least able to like stream now, which is nice. And if it's really needed, I can just play on an LDM copy. So we should be good. Crap, I'm so nervous, man. Still, I don't know. Um Bro, Zodiac took me around 7k. How the fuck are you close to being in 3.3k? I don't know. Um The issue I have with Zodiac, the reason it's taking me so long is because like I've been at Zodiac for like a long time now. I think I've been playing Zodiac for like 3 months, but like I've been beating so many easy extreme demons that like I've barely played Zodiac, like all things considered. Which is a habit I need to stop with because, you know, I need some list points. What the fuck? That's so stupid, man. It would be nice if we get a new best today, but frankly, I don't want the new best. I just want to like beat the level at this point. Like, a new best is basically useless to me. Well, to be fair, this is a massive choke point, so I can't be too mad. Oh. Dude, we haven't died to TMN a single time. Right. We haven't, right? We have TMN fucking twice, passed twice. That is not bad. At all. Genuinely. I will... Damn. Is Precipitance a learning level or a skill-based one? Because I don't know, I can't tell myself. I don't know. I don't... like... I've never played that, so I don't know. Um... I will continue, by the way. I'm not done. I'm just like I'm shaking, so I just felt like there was no point in wasting attempts while I'm shaking cuz I'm just going to die anyway. Damn. Okay. You know, I can't be mad about that because that death is just I'm gonna go play that part again just like a few times. Yeah, see, that is not a nice click. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, today is not a bad session by any means. Crap. I can't believe I just did that. What's up, Americas? What's up, pancakes? Today is an exceptional session, actually. Let me just edit the title. Because it's 79x2 now. I'm ending session, so watching stream. I haven't checked Discord in a while. What's your best run for this session? Man, I'm tired. I just got 35. Keep fucking going. You should be approaching 2 runs now soon. I would imagine. Crap. Almost made it to the extension, but the Cockwave and Cube duel awaits. You know, the fact that the extension is like larger than the like original level is insane. For some context for the rest of the people in chat, it's calculator core. Crap. I'm so crap at the game right now, it's insane. Extensions like 40 to 100, it's nuts. Yeah, that's insane. You know, I mean, compare that to like Bloodlust, where the extension is like 66 to 100 or something like that. Yeah, good luck on a calculator core. It's a very scary level, and but also a very, very cool second hardest. Certainly cooler than Bloodlust, at least. Who does that, man? You know, it's kind of funny. I had like 72 and then 79, and now it's just like 37. Really? It's definitely something being nervous at like 20, but I'm sure I'll get better as I get further in. Well, I don't know. I feel like you always get nervous when you're like close to a new best, and as you like improve at the level, you get less nervous where you used to be nervous. So by the end, you're either nervous only when you get new bests, or you get nervous when you pass like a huge choke point or something. Like, I don't get nervous on ZODIAC right now until I pass TMN Gaming. But man, Penito is insane nerves. Like, or fucker as I should call him, because I hate Penito. He is evil. Like, I'm sure he knew what he was doing. He like deliberately put that stupid choke point in there. But yeah, Penito is like 69 on Renevant. What the hell? Where did my skill go? You know? I've just magically become like a tier 1 player again. Yeah. We're not doing too good. But most of the streams where I've beaten the level have been kind of bad for a while, and then I just kind of beat it. So I don't know. Could happen. I don't know. Penito sucks ass. Yes. Yes. He also can't make a level to save his life. Wow. We learned how to play Geometry Dash. Or did we though? We didn't. Of course we didn't. I should not be dying to shock really, because I've practiced shock a lot. Like, no. Okay. You know, one thing I learned from the Hell World is if you get mad, you're not gonna be able to beat it, because when you get mad, you stop focusing on what to do properly. Which is why the Hell World is so hard. It's because you get mad when you play it, and then you just have to keep playing it. And then you're only gonna get more mad because it's fucking garbage. Or did we though? I don't know. I don't think we did. Maybe the reason I can't play Geometry Dash is because we need snooze refreshment. Snooze for the win, yes. It would be cool to like put up a poll asking, I had this idea in my mind, like asking people if they snooze and then, or smoke, and then how likely they are to fluke something. Like if they would consider themselves someone who flukes a lot. Because my theory is that you fluke stuff more. Or have good runs and stuff. Once the snooze hits. I want to see if there's like a correlation between the two. Because I feel like there is, but I should be ashamed. Still, I can't be too frustrated because, like, this is still the best stream on ZODIAC I've ever had. Like, genuinely. Would be even better with 100%. Yep, 100%. Yep. That would be really nice. Because then I don't have to play this level anymore. And I can move on to bigger and greater things. Like, the problem I have with ZODIAC is, like, it's not, like, it's mainly a mental test. So, I don't know, that might be useful in the future, but, like, overall, it's not really providing me with all that much skill because, I mean, in all honesty, the gameplay in ZODIAC is a fucking joke compared to that of, like, Renevant. Which, yeah, because it's like you know, a third of the length, but I feel like I got a lot better at the game from Renevant, but I don't think I'm gonna get better at the game from ZODIAC. Like, I'm just gonna be able to say that I've beaten ZODIAC. That's like gonna be the price I get for beating this. What? What? What happened? That's so annoying. Crap. Focus might be underrated. Funny how ZODIAC has deceivingly easier gameplay, but most struggle hard as fuck with it. I think most people that struggle with like the people that struggle with ZODIAC are the ones that do it as the hardest. Like, I haven't heard, you know, already great list demon players struggle with ZODIAC that much. Which makes sense, but the struggles that people have with ZODIAC usually aren't like with the gameplay being hard. It's usually more about like the mental aspect and nerve control. Like, if you have terrible, terrible nerve control, this level might be borderline impossible for you because, like, you might be, like, physically unable to do, like, NLEX. Being all that nervous. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna act at NLEX that late. Like, for all I know, I might literally, like, just give up. Like, I don't know, you know? Like, I have never done anything that is this much of a mental test before. I think Bloodlust would be the closest thing, but that's, like, shorter by a good margin. And also a lot easier. Crap. Beginning of ZODIAC is like a long cutscene that you can screw up before the level starts. Yep. Yep. 100%. That's a very good way to describe what the beginning is like. Because it's like... It's really easy, but like, it's... You still like, gotta pay attention. So it's very easy to like, just not pay attention and die to something stupid. And also, it's just like... You gotta do this crap every single attempt. Every single time. You have to get through like 1.5 minutes of just filler garbage to get to something that's like actually difficult. And I'm still kind of lucky because a lot of people struggle with Shock Sidian's part. You know, the duel. But I'm kind of good at that part. So it's even worse for people who struggle at that because that means the hard part starts even earlier. Basically. It's a shame I didn't start the stream earlier because it's actually getting kind of late, which is not good. But I don't know, I was kind of busy. Why did I do that? Like, I know not to do that, and I still do it. Clearly, beating the Hell series hasn't made me a sliver better at timings. I remember you complaining about the cutscene intro at the beginning of Bloodlust, and this is many times longer. Yeah, but this pisses me off less because I don't know. I have some kind of irrational hatred against Bloodlust. This level I don't hate, but I have some kind of strong dislike for Bloodlust for whatever reason. But hey, I was able to overcome Bloodlust, so surely I can overcome this as well. And they're really gonna stop talking when I get even remotely far, because clearly not a good idea. Stupid. Stupid. I feel like that's a pro streamers, that's a thing pro streamers have over other GD players if they talk to chat. I was surprised how Ren Larkin was talking to chat while doing keynotes on the Golden. I mean, it's probably something you get used to after a few years. You know, I haven't been streaming for that long, so I'm not really used to talking that much mid-attempt. But, I mean, in my opinion, I kinda don't care if I waste a lot of attempts before. Because if I'm not gonna get far anyway, I don't care, really. Because I view attempts that don't get to shock as disposable. Like, I just don't care about them. Crap. Shock is at 38, and shock is kind of like where you need to pay attention, because it's at shock where I wouldn't say you have like a fighting chance, but like it's kind of the end of the cutscene, so to speak. like if you can do shock and you can do TMN and you have good RNG, which means you can get past samifying, then that's when you really need to focus, because you know that's when you're getting really far. But attempts before 38%, I just don't care about. So I've basically prioritized, since the first 38% is so boring, I've prioritized keeping myself not bored. Crap. Man, it would be really nice to get past 79 today, but I don't know if it's happening, but I don't know. I'm just glad, like, I'm actually playing this level again. I've only been streaming for fucking 1 hour? We're good then. How long are my nights in Sweden this time of year? I genuinely don't know. Let's see, actually. I've never thought about that, actually. I don't know. Apparently like 8 hours, roughly, where I live. But that's going to depend on what part of the country you live in. Here in the south, we have the most daylights, most amount of daylight, and if you live far up north, you're gonna have basically none. So But yeah, January sucks. In that regard, cause like, you know, you wake up at 5, or I wake up at 5. It's fucking dark. Then you get sunlight at maybe 8 a.m. And then you go home maybe 4 p.m. You know, it's dark. And then you go to bed. It's dark. Right. So, yeah. Kind of dark and depressing this time of year. And I believe the reason we celebrate Christmas in the way we do is just as like a way to be less depressed during the most depressing times of the year. Or at least in my opinion, because I like summer, but, you know, not everyone does. Well, I like fall and spring as well, but I don't like winter very much. I especially don't like winter here in the south, actually. That's one of the things I don't like very much about living where I do. It's that there's barely any snow, so like all the fun out of there being winter is just gone. Crap. 64. I should not. Well, you can die there. It kind of happens, but I don't know. Meh. Okay. I think yeah. That's what it was originally before it was Christmas. Midwinter celebration to make people less gloomy. That checks out, actually. I'm not surprised, because I mean, how can you be happy when it's just dark and no snow, and it's like, I don't know. It's funny considering Christ was born either in spring or the fall. They just picked that day to replace it with a Christian holiday. Yule, Sol, Invictus celebration. Especially when you're more vulnerable to the environments. Elements. Yeah, no, that checks out, actually. I've had this theory for like a long time that, you know, Christmas is just a way to not be as depressed during the most depressing part of the year. So yeah, I'm not surprised, because it does help. You know, it gives Christmas, or it makes the winter at least somewhat tolerable, right? Um, you know, because when it's all dark and terrible outside, you can just, you know, have fun with family and eat good food and like drink. um, yeah. But I don't know. I feel like winter was more fun as a child. Um, well, everything was more fun as a child, but like, uh, like, how often do you see adults have like snowball fights and stuff? And like snow days and stuff? Um, but I don't know, I have this like problem, I guess, where like the cold makes me like not want to go outside, but if I don't go outside, then I'm gonna have like a massive headache and stuff, and it's like, I don't know, it sucks to be indoors all day. Um, well, on the weekends, of course, because the other days I'm forced to leave. Crap. Um, yeah, everything was more fun when it was new. Times were different, and you had less responsibilities. Um, yeah. Um, obviously there are some good things about, you know, being older. Um, but I don't know. Your childhood just kind of slips away too fast, and like when you're young, um, a lot of people, well, I don't know. I know I did at least. Had this like attitude where you like wanted to grow up and stuff, but then like when you've actually done it, it's like, okay, well that sucks. crap. And it's worse when the lockdown screws up part of your childhood. I've heard lockdown was like rough for a lot of people. That wouldn't surprise me because the whole activity of like seeing friends and like, you know, doing anything really was just put on hold. I can't really relate though because we didn't really have lockdown. Probably one of the only countries who didn't have lockdown, but there was still lockdown in schools though. But only some, so like I wasn't really affected much. That's a death of all time, as we say. Um, yeah. Lockdown was certainly an interesting period for a lot of people, I've heard. Though personally, like, it was kind of bad for, I mean, we still had to take like classes from home. And I don't know, it was kind of fun, I guess, because that meant you could do anything but actually study. Which was stupid, but yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't a good period, I wouldn't say. But that's like 6 years ago now, which is coming up on 6 years ago, which is insane. Speaking of studies, I've been letting a lot of shit pile up. Gotta face it this weekend. Yep. Same. Same. I've piled up a lot to do actually. That's probably gonna take like most of the day tomorrow to do. So. I like to like delegate one day to like mass study as opposed to doing a little bit every day. Because ultimately I'm just too tired to fucking study properly. I guess. It's worked out fine though, but not ideal. But um staying for a couple of days because one day doesn't cut it anymore. Good luck with yours and Zodiac. I gotta get to it while I'm still motivated. See y'all. See you, man. Good luck on your studies. And do them, unlike some people I know. Bro, we just found Super Hacker. Let me check Discord. Why would you do the click patterns like that? Is that a clickbot too? The music isn't even synced. I mean, this has to be a joke. How could you like unironically look at this and think it's like realistic? What the hell is that last cube? Created. Look at the end. It says like created completion success. Why? And why is there like no reaction if this is a jump from fucking Accu? What the hell? I mean, either this is like a joke or someone is unironically so stupid that they think this is actually gonna fly. Like, what the hell? I, bro was in the server and sent that, being like, yeah, that at the end so much. I'm sure you did with your clickbot. And I replied to it, zooming in on the crazy wave, saying, "Sure, mate." And he left shortly after. I guess he really felt so exposed that he didn't even like apologize for it or admit to it or like saying, "Hey, it's just a joke." He just left. He just, I'm out of this. I'm out of here. Crazy. Bro just ran out the door. um, I hate hackers. Yep, same. Uh, they just kind of ruin the game. And I hate that they're like taking advantage of the fact that I don't know if you did in this case, but I hate people that take advantage of GDDL's lax rules on submissions to just hack shit. Like, if people keep submitting obviously hacked garbage like this, you know, they might have to like establish rules in the same way as like Pointercrate, which I would not want. In fact, if it weren't for hackers, we wouldn't even have to have rules this strict as what Pointercrate has. It should, yeah. It's just filling the queue of garbage, yeah. And I don't even understand why he's doing this, because you can literally like submit a completion for like Bloodbath or something, and you don't even have to provide anything as like proof. But it's also just astounding to me that he looked at that fucking video and actually thought it was like believable. Like, if you're gonna speed hack something, at least like try to do like realistic movements and stuff. Like, don't like, you're not WizKid. Like, you don't need to spam on fucking auditory breaker. Like, I don't. The hilarious thing is, you could have literally just used like a replay bot or something, and that would have been more believable. You could have just used ZBot, because you don't even need clicks. What's up, not bizarre GD? The very extremely bizarre. Not bizarre phantasm. A not bizarre phantasm. I don't know. Collect my keys. 1-2-1-3-2-2-3-1-3-2-1-2-3-2-1-3-1-2-2-1-3. Oh man. Imagine if I just beat Zodiac on that attempt. It's funny beating ABP because you may forget the rest of the level, but the maze never leaves. No, you will always remember that it's 1-2-1-3-2-2-3-1-3-2-1-2-3-2-1-2. No. 3-2-1-3-1-2-2-1-3. There we go. Whoops. You will never forget the maze. So, if you ever need like a good password, just like beat Abyssar Phantasm and just use that as your password. I mean, all the Geometry Dash players will recognize it, but I need to beat ABP. I mean, it's literally called Abyssar Phantasm. Fits you well. It's not that hard, but it takes a very long time to learn if you are stupid like me. Or not very long. I think I spent like a few hours learning it. Yes, I'm actually that dense. It took me fucking hours to learn that number. Crap. 1-2-1-3-2-2-3-1-3-2-1-2. It's 1-2-1-3-2-2-3-1-3. There, that's the actual pattern. No, actually, I will double check it. Actually, but I am pretty convinced I'm correct. What? Yep. See if I still got it. There we go. I just did the world's shortest live stream. A bit yada though. GG on yada. Hang on. Actually did stream. Anyway, the what the hell? That threw me off. I better not do that. I don't know. Should I continue streaming? I don't know. I mean, I'm clearly not getting anywhere, but I'm not getting anywhere, so I don't know if there's any point. I don't know who this is, but okay. Yeah, I don't know. I might end it here because we're not getting anywhere, but we did get 79. We did get 72. Probably gonna be playing off stream anyway. If I beat it, then I guess I beat it. It does leave, but only a little. I'm not sure I understand what you mean, actually. Almost done with this. That's cool. What's up, Julie Tufodion? Sorry for butchering your name. I can't speak the language today. Unfortunately, you came at the wrong time because I'm just about to end stream. But yeah, I think we've had a good session. I didn't quite hit 2 hours, but I don't know. I don't see the point because, well, kind of doesn't matter. We've already had like 79%, 72%. Like we've had 3 attempts past TMN, so like not bad. But yeah, I'm gonna call it quits there. I will be back tomorrow, provided I don't beat ZODIAC earlier. So yeah. I'll see you guys later. I wish you all a great rest of your day.